Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start off with my Black Radiance True Complexion Primer. I know a lot of you have been asking me, do I still use this? Why haven't I been using this lately? But it was because the foundation that I started using, even here in this video, I felt that was keeping my oils down, so I really didn't see a need for it. But lately, I feel like my skin is starting to get a little bit oily again, so I went back to my primer. Then I'm just going to add this Badescu spray. As you guys know, I love this spray. It just gives my face such a refreshing look and feel. And then I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. This is an 8.75, and I do feel like now that this foundation is good enough for my skin now, because at first it was too light, but I think my skin has calmed down a little bit back to its natural shade to where I can wear this foundation. And I do believe it does oxidize a little bit, because over time it does get a little bit more orange than it looks right here. So here in the next clip or so you will see, you'll see how orangey it starts to look, and it's not even the lighting, I promise. Then for concealer, I'm going to use the Maybelline Camouflage concealer. This one is in 50 medium. I actually haven't used this one in a long time, and I forgot how thick this concealer actually was. That's the only thing I really don't like about it, but I really need to get some new concealer. So like I said in my description box, I'm going to go on the shopping spree of some makeup. So y'all let me know what I should get next. Then I'm setting the concealer with the Ben Nye Luxury Banana Powder. Love this powder. I still use my Airspun powder. Sometimes I just flip-flop, just depending on which one I see first, or just depending on what I'm doing for that day. Then going into bronzer, this is the Black Radiance Pressed Oil-Free Bronzer. This is in the color Golden Almond. I think it's 8603, but it'll definitely be in the description bar if I'm wrong. And I'm just going to put this all over the cheeks. Not going to do a whole bunch of bronzing, just a little bit, because I feel like once I do like a lot of eyeshadow and stuff like that, I don't want a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying, try to do one or the other, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to put this all on the temples and underneath the chin area, on the nose, contour my nose just a little bit. I know some people say don't contour your nose with like your bronzer, which has like more of that orange shade, but that's what works for me. Do what you want. Makeup is a free world, so do what you want to do. Then I'm just going to take my ELYSIUM brush and just dust away all of my banana powder, and my coupon code for these brushes will be below as well. Going back to the Black Radiance Baked Bronzer, this is in the color Ginger Snap. And I love putting this on the apples of my cheeks because I just feel like it gives me like a luminous look without looking too highlighted. And then of course for the actual highlight, I'm going to use Laura Geller Gilded Honey. This has been my non-stop highlighter. I can't even remember the last time I didn't use this, but this is my favorite highlighter. And I'm using it with my Morphe M501 brush. This is my favorite highlighter brush. I don't think I'll ever use anything else, but this brush is perfect for highlighter. So going into the eyebrows, I'm going to use the NYX waterproof eyebrow gel in the color Espresso. I didn't show it on camera, but I have before in a lot of my other videos. This is my go-to eyebrow product as of right now, because it does substitute out a eyebrow gel setter because it is waterproof, so it keeps my eyebrows in place all day and it won't budge. And I'm using a Sigma EO6 brush. This is my favorite brush for eyeliner, or using it for all my eyebrows. And just look at that, it just gives me the perfect shape and just helps me guide my eyebrows. It does take a little bit more time, a little bit more precision, but that's what works for me. And I can get those really natural eyebrow hair strokes that I like to do, just to make my eyebrows look a little bit more natural. I will leave the link below if you want a more in-depth tutorial of how I do my eyebrows now. Sometimes the shape does change, but the technique is the same. So all I'll do is just make those little hair strokes and then just fill in all the sparse areas. And yeah, that's pretty much the technique. So like I said, I'll just leave the link below if you do want a more in-depth tutorial, because one is already on my channel. So make sure you guys check that out if you are interested. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and move to the eyelids. So here I'm just going to clean up the eyebrows with a little bit of residue foundation. I really don't like to do the whole concealer thing. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but today I just chose to do the foundation and just clean up my eyebrows. Just keep it simple. And then I'm going to drag a little bit of that the foundation all over the lid, just to kind of cancel out any redness or my skin to show through, so we can basically prep the eyes for our eyeshadow. And before we move on to the eyeshadow, I am going to add a little bit of my Duo eyelash glue. This is one of my tricks I like to do. Some people probably won't do it, but that's cool. I'd like to take a little bit of glue and put it to the front hairs of my eyebrows just so they'll stay in place. But you can use an eyebrow gel setter to do that, but I don't. Then I added some blush, which I don't remember what it is, but I know it's from Makeup Geek. It'll be down below. And moving on to the eye. So here is the Morphe 350 matte palette, bringing back an oldie but goodie. I feel like this palette is very, very affordable. And like I said before, I like to keep using the same products because one, I haven't really got anything new. And two, I mean, the stuff, you know, that you keep using over and over, I mean, I feel like that's what it's for. You know, you don't use an eyeshadow palette one time and then go buy a new one. You know what I mean? Like, use what you got. Sometimes a lot of people don't have all the money in the world to just keep buying new palettes. So I like to keep using the same products over and over, which it's cool. So here I'm just using one of the lighter browns as my transition, then taking a darker brown. If you have this palette, then hopefully you can follow along with me of what colors I am using. But I did take a darker brown and a smaller blending brush, and I'm just going to pop that one into the outer lower corner and then just kind of blend the two together just to really get like a nice smoky kind of effect. Not really smoky, but kind of smoky. And then with this brush, this is an ELYSIUM brush, I am applying it. This is not black, but it's like a really, really dark brown. It's one of those dark brown colors in the Morphe 350 matte palette. And then I'm going to take my Sigma, what is this? Sigma E40, and I'm going to blend the top together, and then I'm going to do the same technique on the lower lash line. Just taking that first brown, then the second brown, and then the dark brown to the outer corner, and voila. So here I'm going to be going into the 350 Shimmer Palette from Morphe. I didn't show you what it was, but it's like this coppery brownish kind of golden shade. And I'm using a Sonia Kashuk concealer brush to apply this. This is a foiled eyeshadow. I love this eyeshadow, and I feel like this eyeshadow works a lot better when your brush, or if you spray the brush with some water or some kind of facial spray or something just to get the pigment moist. I'm going to put that on the lid and the lower inner corner of my eye and just kind of blend it all together, and you get this beautiful coppery like brown. I was going to do like straight gold, but I don't want to do gold today. So yeah, so then I'm taking this goldenly like champagne kind of silvery color from the Shimmer palette. I'm going to apply that into my tear duct area and also my brow bone, right up underneath that brow. Alright, so next I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in 604 Milk, apply that to my waterline. Then I'm taking the Great Lash Mascara from Maybelline New York in Black is Black. I'm going to give my top and lower lashes a good coat of this, and then we're going to be ready for eyelashes. So the eyelashes I will be using today are from Lena Lashes. They are in the style Sierra. Alright, so for lip color today, I'm going to be using this liquid lipstick from Southern Beauty. I don't know the exact name of it, but I will try to find it like ASAP for you guys so I can put it in the description bar. But it's like this cool tone, pinkish, purpley shade, and I thought it really kind of complemented the eyes because at first I went with something dark, but then I was like, nah, it's too vampy, wasn't really feeling it, but I thought this one was perfect. And then I'm going to take this other liquid lipstick. This one is from Lena Lashes and called Mild Brown, excuse me. And I'm going to put that one over top just to give it a more nudie effect to it and not to be so cool tone or dark. And I just feel like this just topped it off and just complemented the eyes so well. So this is the finished makeup look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I was going to include hair, but I had no idea what I was going to do. But I love you guys so much. Please hit subscribe if you have not, and I will see you all in my next one. Be blessed, everybody.